allowed the two
It's okay. It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk through to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary political, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over Naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary political, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we not talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout.
Hello there.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó lódodo. Maiyegun làwa.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are joining me from. It is Maiyegun Midday Live. Yeah, it is that time where if you miss out on calling in or getting through onto Maiyegun's diary political prime time, this could be the time for you to really express yourself. But before we get to all of that, okay, share this broadcast. It is breakfast in America, I believe, and it is lunchtime in Europe, yeah, including Nigeria. Other places, they are already preparing for the night. Whatever time it is for you, share this. News everywhere in Nigeria now is that of Bobrisky, Idris Oduneye, it should be. I wrote Oduneye. He is arrested for defacing the Naira, mutilating the Naira. And they have started, they have started adding money laundering to it, so many other stuff. Or a lot of people believe that it is just a mere distraction. Right. We will hear that today.
Very Facebook. And yes,
I know that a lot of you are trying to figure out where do you really belong in this electricity tariff shaggy. Some people are trying to figure out how much of this is going to eat into their own finances. But for those who have found out, I have started seeing reactions. Thiefnubu, and I voted for you. I say, this is part one. True Emperor or Motayo Olabi. And every one of you joining me this hour, you are welcome. Share the broadcast. You see, I did something last night when we finished the program. So what did I do? I put on one of our past program on, and I left it on a loop. So it's kind of streamed for nearly 16 hours. But you know, the surprising thing is this. Even when I woke up in the middle of the night and I just grabbed my phone, so just to, you know me now, like, I still found that people were there, despite the fact that it is a video that is on repeat all night, all morning, back to the afternoon. So it simply means that, you know, every minute, every hour, okay, we are indeed winning soul. Do you get that? So this is another segment, and we're going to try more of that. I'm going to compile all of our past sessions. We're going to cut them, join them together, make a stretch of 24 hours, add all of them together, and put them on the loop. It is going to do something, I promise you. But this afternoon, let us take it on the rider. It started from about 2 days ago, but yesterday morning was when everybody kind of was aware that Idris has been arrested. Idris is a cross-dresser and popularly known as Bobrisky or Mummy of Lagos. In Nigeria, it is considered illegal to be angono. I'm not just talking to myself, just to be sure that you can hear me loud and clear. Can you? The audio is all right, yeah? It should be. But let me know if there's any sort of, you know, key or question mark, right? I can possibly quickly fix that before we get deeper. So Nigeria, officially, it is illegal for you to be transgender. I think they have a name for it as well, like, you know, to be gay, sort of. It doesn't mean that there are no gays in Nigeria. Also, Idris, you know, repeatedly said he's not gay, he's not transgender, he's just a cross-dresser, all right? And one of the reasons why people believe he's never really run foul of their law in Nigeria, or if he's into homosexuality, he's doing so in private, not in public. Even though a lot of people are so like mad, every time he pops up out there, Idris. Let me show you his face. So for regular, this is the Mummy of Lagos. Okay, so Idris is believed that he's not hurting anybody, but just you know, kind of following his own fantasy. But a lot of people don't like that. Okay, well, he's sort of you know, he has his audience, he has his people who actually really like sort of love him or okay, because I don't want to be stating confused, and I don't really want to really stick more about you know, his gender identity per se. Okay, but for the first time, the reason why I pointed to all of that is because people believe that Idris is allowed to do what he's doing because he's connected with powerful people. There have been some, clashes on social media where he had used his influence, okay, to get people arrested and locked up by the police. And in Nigeria, they believe that how could somebody who is dressing like this or that, how could that person be, not arrested and the one arresting people for a long time, but he's committed no real crime, say, okay? I know some of you are moral police. I'm not here for you to please do all the judging now, okay? Because that is not why you are watching this. This is just the background of how people have been seeing him like untouchable, okay? So when they now saw the news where he was arrested and a mugshot of his was published, so that got a lot of people who have been looking for a time like this to speak out. So Nigeria is a place where if you go online, you will see different headlines or news reports of Nigerians that were arrested for homosexuality, not because they are engaging in any homosexuality, but because, well, male who dress like female, cross-dressers supposedly. So it's a total no-no. And the police in Nigeria always clamp on them, extort them, sort of, not because they've really committed any crime, but morally, and the moral police in Nigeria, they do not have any real rights. Do you understand what that means? It simply means that anyone or any, like they are vulnerable, so to say. However, people feel like other people have been arrested, but nobody ever touches Idris, right? And rather than that, Idris is pretty much like flaunting it in what many believe that he is actually promoting it. He has promoted that, that sort of a lifestyle that a lot of people secretly wanted him punished. But again, because he's not really broken any real law, or maybe he's really connected until yesterday when the mugshot was released. Idris Oduneye arrested for mutilating Nigeria currency. Is that not what they do in Nigeria? Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's just be honest, okay? So this is where Maiyegun comes in now. This is where all of us are coming in to now see, okay, he's not arrested for his sexual orientation or sexuality or anything, but a video of his where he was mutilating money, Nigerian currency, which is a norm. Okay, so he was arrested for that, and he was denied bail, and then he got detained enough that he was locked to the following day until he was brought to court. He was in court today. Then we started hearing about money laundering. Money laundering is when you are not what everybody sees you as, okay? In Nigeria, all right? Majority of those who pretended to have businesses in Nigeria, they are just fronts for other illegal. Listen to me, I'm not saying whatever the police is cooking or accusing him of is actually not a smoke screen for something else. And that is why I'm not going to urge you to please see this as if he has actually done something, because it's all fishy right now. However, plausibly, right, if it is coming from them, that he is also being investigated for other things that they haven't charged him for. For example, the EFCC, who is dealing with money, picked him up for mutilating 460,000 naira. That's the charges that Bobrisky defaced Nigerian Naira, spending it and stepping on it at a party. So to so many people, are you being serious? Like, we know that's something that is a crime too, okay? In Nigeria, where even your politicians, your even policemen and the rest of them, every opportunity they have, they all do that. Like, That can't be the only reason. You haven't told us why. So until when that, that rumor, consider it rumor now, because I haven't seen that as part of the charges against him. Money laundering of over 180 million naira. That shouldn't really be too much money of a thing, but maybe that is also, like I said, a smoke screen for something bigger. Or it's just pure distraction. At least if it is a mere distraction right now, then maybe they won. Because you and I can feel like, why are we talking about this when we know it's a distraction? Or what if saying it is a distraction is just a way to make you actually feel like, don't dig further. It's not an issue, forget it. Somebody like me be like a blacksmith. In Yoruba land, we say when a blacksmith is eating a red hot iron at a single spot, it's because there is a mark there. And that mark must be, looked into. And that's what I do. So if they are mentioning money laundering, who is he laundering money for? And the rest of you get. So that is just the part one. Let me show you. They brought him to court today, and that is the EFCC. Okay, that he defaced Nigeria Naira, and that carries 7 months or so in jail, or a fine of 500,000 naira. So why is EFCC interested in Bobrisky? Because of the facing of 460,000 naira at the party. It is exhausting. I mean, look at it. When he was in court today. And of course, inside the courtroom, where a glimpse of, a glimpse of him was captured. All right. Here is what it looked like inside, where his charges were being read to him. And for some reason, they said they denied him bail. They denied him bail because he spent 460,000 naira cash at a party. No, I don't believe that's all. But anyway, here. Sorry about the audio. So the audio is like, off. So that was him in there, where his charges were being read to him. And he pleaded not guilty, by the way. So not guilty. And yeah, they will now push for his bail again. And then we can look deeper into the charges they presented in court. See how EFCC of Nigeria is onto Bobrisky. You know that we'll find out. Do you know that? We'll find out eventually. We will get to know what prompted this eventually. And yeah, even if it's just for the knowing sake, right? It will be brought to light in the next few hours or maybe days. I don't think this is just about him spending money. The same videos everywhere, the same video abound everywhere of those who will call the authority guys in power. They're facing the same Naira. So it is EFCC's sort of kind of job now will also make us be interested in whatever else they might want to also cover up, at least for the knowing sake. We'll bring that back here. It is the same like that of the barbaric mobile banking CEO of Kano. That is Gandollar. It never goes away. So today, an announcement has been made. In fact, yesterday, an announcement was made by the current governor there. They used to be friends. They used to be together until trailer passes the amazing between them right up. And that guy is now doing exactly what Nigerian EFCC should be doing or have done. Unfortunately, the thief is now the chairman of the ruling party with a drug lord as the president. See, the president of Nigeria is a drug lord, okay? The vice president of Nigeria is a terrorist sympathizer and a terror apologist as well. Their party chairman is a career kleptomaniac, a thief caught on camera, collecting bribes as kickbacks from the road contracts he awarded, government contracts he awarded them after approving the excess kickback that will be paid back to him when he was exposed. The supposed anti-corruption czar, which is Bukwari, the man that was supposed to be catching thieves and saving Nigerians from these accursed lunatics in power. He joined them and he even asked, what kind of technology did they use in discovering or recording Gandollar collecting the money? You need to know the type of technology. He also said he wondered why Gandollar couldn't let somebody else collect the bribe for him. That was what Bukwari said. And he didn't say it on interview. No. It was during their presidential debate in 2019. And he was asked about Gandollar. You still raise the hand of a thief? That people should vote for him again in 2019 in Kano? And he was like, the thing is that I do not know the type of technology used in detecting what is done. But that technology, we must study it. Because I don't understand why Gandollar will go and collect the bribe himself instead of sending somebody. The Kano State House of Assembly, rather than investigate and get rid of the lunatic, the kleptomaniac lunatic Gandollar. What did they do? They debunked the whole allegation and said recording him while he was taking bribe was invasion of his privacy. They declared the journalist wanted. That was in Kano. They declared the journalist wanted. The journalist got arrested for exposing the thieving governor. Okay, it was dumped in jail. They started asking the guy to apologize to him. That he's sorry. He will never do that again. I'm so sorry, sir. So sorry, sir. Then he let him go. But Jafar, playing smart on his own side, said, if Gandollar want to take him to court now, he's free to. Those videos are authentic. And as for Abba, he said Gandollar must cough out the money. They believe that Gandollar took over $2 million in kickbacks as governor of Kano State, but they could only trace $460,000. Does that not ring bell? Well, 430,000 rather. Like the drug lord Thiefnubu, that pocketed $460,000 US to avoid jail in heroin trafficking in America. Gandollar did not hand over any money. He swallowed it. And now they believe that they can prove that $430,000 was taken in bribe by Gandollar and his wife. As for in Naira, over 1.5 billion in Naira was also collected in bribes by Gandollar, its wife, and some members of his family. So they are now charging them. And here is what the Abba Yusuf had to say. I'll show you.
During his inaugural speech as governor of Kano State on May 29, 2023, Abba Yusuf pledges to unravel and prosecute those behind cases of political violence recorded in the state before and during the 2015, 2019, and 2023 elections. And it is believed that there is wrongful allocation of the state's property by the immediate past administration. Abba Yusuf inaugurates these two commissions of inquiries.
This commission will find out the root causes of the political and other forms of violence in the state. It will identify where violence associated with 2015, 2019, as well as 2023 general elections occurred throughout the state. It will also identify the sponsors, as we said, and perpetrators of the political and other forms of violence during and in between elections in Kano State, etc., etc.
While the Commission of Inquiry under Justice Zuwaira Yusuf will look into cases of political violence and missing persons from 2015 to 2023, Justice Farouk Lawan's commission has the mandate of inquiring into cases of misappropriation of public assets.
No one should be afraid because we're going to do our work objectively without, as we have sworn, without fear of evil, affection, or ill will, you understand? So it doesn't matter. Whoever comes to us, if he is on the right path, there is no problem with that. And if he's on the wrong path, at the same time, we put him on the right path. That's the only thing we are there to, not to put blame on any other person, but where is the problem and how do we solve it? That's the only thing, you understand.
If you are not really actually comfortable of giving an evidence in public or in open, you can submit a written memorandum. We're going to encourage members of the public to come forward and present whatever they want.
The two commissions, which has 3 months to submit their reports, has members drawn from the judiciary, civil society organizations, religious bodies, the media, and the general public. Enemona Ocho.
So they want to look into all of the political violence of APC since 2015 to 2019 and then to 2023. It's practically like they are investigating Gandollar as the governor and the government of Kano. That would be interesting because we can also call that a distraction, right? Because you know that nothing will happen to Gandollar except when it is time for them to sacrifice him and Wiki. And every small thing like this of Bobrisky can then kind of happen. You know that kind of drill, right? Because you can't even arrest him. Who would you say to arrest him? His wife and the rest of them. He is the chairman of APC, the den of criminals. Come on, man. That too can be a waste of time. However, here is what Jafar had to say on this.
He can drag me to court to challenge his innocence, to challenge whether he is innocent or not. Because I still stand by my position that those clips are original. If they were not original, we wouldn't have gone ahead to publish them. It's a sting operation that was undertaken more than 2 years ago. The whistleblower, or the person, a contractor in Kano, or a lot of contractors in Kano have been complaining about the governor's habit of collecting bribe from contractors from 15 up to, some say, up to 30% are commission from every project executed in the state. One of the contractors is a friend of mine. He complained to me, and I told him that we can't go ahead to run such a story because of the magnitude of the allegations without having a hard facts at our hand. Then he agrees to plant a spy camera on his captain. After planting the spy camera, he kept taking the shots month after month until he got the correct shots, getting the governor's face, about 15 clips. He captured about 15 clips. Well, during the operation, he gave the governor well over $5 million during the operation. And he captured most of the bribe-taking scenes in those 15 clips. So it is not issue of saying that these clips are not true, this and that. Nobody can just wake up in a day and just heap all these allegations against a sitting governor and just be walking free. Also, I have received several threats to my life, really. But standing by the truth, being protected to go to Kano and testify before the committee shows that I have at least some semblance in truth in my testimony.
Well, maybe you didn't get it.
So they ended up arresting him. They ended up trying to make him to say, okay, he's sorry. We are going to tell him sorry. But did you hear that? It wasn't even the journalist that recorded the whole clip. It was a contractor that was giving the bribe. Before every project carried out in Kano State, this guy was collecting 30% commission. 30%. And he always demanded that they should bring it to him in dollars. Do you understand? So if you are looking for those who bought your, who stole your dollars, because that's pretty much stealing, right? So $5 million alone came to Gandollar's hand from one contractor. It doesn't have to say, oh, because I am governor. Oh yeah, hey, you, go and withdraw 1 billion for me. That's not how they do it. That is why in the area of procurement, that is where they loot you. They'll tell you this one for me, this one for you, this one for the rest of others. That is how they do it. You want to get a contract from government in Nigeria, and you do not know how they talk, you better learn. All right? Because if you are supposed to, if this object is to be, is to be procured, that's to be bought or purchased, right? And you have to supply that to government. This is how it goes. If the value of this product is 100 Naira, you as a businessman, maybe by selling it for 120 Naira, you are okay, you've made profit. On each one, you gain 20 Naira. In government, if you are dealing with Nigerian government, number one, you have to let them know that the value of this device is 1,000 Naira times 10 the value. It's ridiculous, right? But that's how they do it. Okay? So you have to present it as 1,000 Naira. That is times 10. And that means from your own part as a businessman, you have factored in the interest of those who are going to sign the check. Now, they can now tell you, oh, are you sure 1,000 Naira will be enough for each? Why not just make it a 1,400 Naira each? And I'm going to take 30% of that. Is that all right? So now there you say go, they say, yeah, sure. Why? 30%, sir. Yeah, 30%, you get it. Good. Now go and raise the memo and I'll sign it. And by the time they bring everything together, they may say, oh, your contract is 1.2 billion naira. Meanwhile, the original thing is not more than 100 million naira. So that means you have 1.1 billion naira profit stolen from government cover in the name of buying this device and is ending up in the pocket of others. So you, who is the contractor, your name is going to show that you sold this device for 1,200 naira each. Okay? It's not going to be that Gandollar added money to it. It won't be that that commissioner or that minister, Minister Maiyegun, added 1 billion naira to this budget. I mean, to this, the cost of this subject. It's going to say, what do you call that one again? Let me find the name. It's going to say, Princess and Daughters Limited supplied this device at 1,200 naira each to the government, and they got paid 1.2 billion naira. Princess and Daughters got paid 1.2 billion. That's what it's going to say. It's not going to say Maiyegun collected 1 billion or Maiyegun used this device to steal 1 billion. No, it's not going to say that. That's what you call kickback. So when you want to collect such money, you collect them in cash. No traces. The last trace of any money from government is going to be when the money was moved from government cover to your own account, your business account. So they will now assure you, don't worry yourself. If you scream and say, this whole thing is 100 million, even with 100 million, I'm still going to make profit. Even with 100 million naira, all this whole thing, I will still take care of you guys. I will still give you something. But 1.2 billion, we are making profit of 1.1 billion or something. We say now ordinary. They will tell you you'll be protected. Don't worry. Until a time like this will come, when somebody will say, Abba, I'm going to investigate it. That doesn't mean that one too is investigating because he loves his people. No. Love kill you there. Nobody they love anybody, Baba. Now chances be everybody in that place. Okay? It's Turn by Turn Nigeria Limited, remember? So that's how the Gandollar made $5 million almost. Hi. $5 million like Belifer without carrying anything, just because you are able to rig election and become a governor of one of the poorest states in Nigeria, the state with the highest number of out-of-school children, Alimajiri, Kano. And that's it. And that's just on, say, people, they give kickback. $5 million. Alaji Gandollar. And that is why, one of the times of many times that I know that many of these Nigerians, they really have mental health problems. Nigerians get mental health problems, so especially if you see those ones inside the APC. Imagine somebody who says is a supporter of APC, then accusing other people of come and loot. You are angry because they did not allow you to come and loot again. It's because you have no access to free government money. These are people, right, who are the victims of the same looter. So, you get. But to them, APC Egbekebe is, you people are just jealous because you don't have any chance to come and loot. APC have blocked all the looting. Now then I know say people get like you are coexisting with a lot of mentally deranged people. And it's so unfortunate that some of them still dress nice, that they look like normal people. They're everywhere. You have thieves, murderers, genocidists, as those who are promising you what? Better life. And you believe them and you don't think you are mad? No? Okay. I get you. So yes, that's Gandollar. We will dig out more on what the intention is as well. Okay. But we do have an idea. Somebody like myself do have an idea. Okay. Everybody remember the battle around the Kano. And Gandollar, who couldn't deliver Kano. Not only that, APC Egbekebe was defeated in Kano. They really like showed them enough that it's no guarantee that they will ever surface there again. I'm just saying, and they had to try and see if they could take it through the Supreme Court. Remember, where they couldn't through their ballots. Even Mahmoud couldn't help them. So you see, these guys too are trying to consolidate their own power. If they don't do everything to demystify Gandollar, Gandollar still have the power to wreak havoc and get rid of them using the same corrupt system that has protected him for a long time. So let's demystify him and try and do that. But it's also a distraction, isn't it? Eh? Let me say thank you to my friend, Yomitotu. Yomitotu. You know something? I'm happy that Yomitotu actually is here this morning. And it is your message that just reminded me of what I've always wanted to say to everybody here. Guys, we are organizing the Yoruba Union conference in Glasgow for August. Okay? All of una will be say, una no they need visa. Of course, we they need visa to go everywhere. Right? I am thinking if you would be interested, like many people have already shown interest. So it's going to take place in Glasgow. And the way I have been, with the information I currently have, the hotel here in Glasgow, that we are likely going to have this conference held, right? The hotel is already offering to give us between 10 and 20% discount. So all our guests. So I'm saying this now. And another thing I wanted to say about that is that it's our conference. And if you are the type that is interested, a supporter, should I say, an advocate for the Yoruba self-rule, self-determination, Yoruba nation, autonomy, whatever it is that is different from this current madness going on in that place. And there are some people you would love to be there to speak. So we are going to open a portal soon. That portal is going to be for every one of us to recommend those you believe can actually make impact on people in such conferences, okay? So we are starting from Glasgow in 2024. So we'll likely go to Ontario, Quebec, Manitoba, Canada, in 2025. And maybe by 2026, in the summer of 2026, that could be somewhere in the US. Okay, now it could be anywhere and everywhere, but this is going to be the pioneer. And we believe that it is doable. But we want to make it memorable as well, okay? So we need people okay, that all over the world. They are like, public speakers, experts, when I say experts, okay, I'm talking about professionals and indeed historians. We want to have people who knows Yoruba's entomologies, Yoruba's history, Yoruba's everything Yoruba, including the Yoruba political history too. So we want those speakers invited. And if you begin to suggest their names, oh, Maiyegun, there is this professor in so university, Leif, we would love that if that guy could, that kind of, right? You can begin to suggest them easily. And the moment, we get all those names, we do our background check on them, then we will write them. It is so easy these days. It's not that difficult anymore, okay? We'll find their contact. In fact, it would be great if you have people you would love to recommend for this conference to be there, right? And you can get their contact across to us as well. We will write them, reach out to them and see what they have. If they do not have much on their plate around that time, we can begin to prepare on having them around, okay? Your favorite speaker or your favorite scientist, your favorite economist, your favorite this or that you have actually listened to, and you're like, wow, we need people like this. You would have them suggested, to us, and we can put all this package together before the end of April. There should be tickets, okay, for those who will be interested in coming to Glasgow in August 2024, okay, to the Yoruba Union Conference. I'll tell you more about it, but you will need to help us to make it a memorable event. So far, so good. Hotel accommodations for those who might want to make hotel reservations, we have been guaranteed of some discount. The moment we sort of kick off, say, we sign the papers, okay? And yes, you can book your hotel, get a discount, make a reservation, and then other things that are, including, we are also looking for performance as well. If you are within the UK or you have the capacity to travel, all right? Like if you are performers, troupe and all that, you would also have a space in participating in the conference. It's just about, somebody asked that, what is going to be the theme for the Yoruba Union Conference in Glasgow? I said, I've got millions of things that could be the theme. But yeah, we could actually call it, the beginning of the journey, the beginning of our journey to self-determination, okay? Pick a role. I'm making that up right now off my head, okay? I'm just making that up off my head now. But I could sit down and give you millions of them. But eventually, we're going to come up with a theme. And that theme is what would be the rider. So we have 3 months to make this happen. 3 months. The awakening of the Yorubas. Yoruba awake. You could be anything. And I mean, once it is out, you will be able to actually, book a space. And we want it to be a ticketed event, sort of, right? So that simply means that there will be actual charges for you to participate. It's going to be a 3-day event. The day one is to welcome everybody. Let everybody see themselves and see ourselves and all of that stuff. Settle down. Day 2 is the conference. And the last day is dinner. That's how it's currently being discussed. Nothing has been approved yet. There is going to be a general meeting of the Yoruba Union, the first of its kind, all right? Very soon. We're supposed to have it this Sunday, okay? But something is up as well that will make that happen, all right? So we would have our normal, Yoruba Union, a general meeting soon. And from that meeting, that is where we're going to brief everybody about the constitution of the union, which is currently going through the review of the leadership of the union, okay? So we also want to give the account updates of what we have been up to. I've not been speaking much about it lately, right? It is because we chose to go back into finalizing building the video platform for us, and then a membership, a registration and verification platform as well. So once that is sorted and ready, then you're going to hear more about Yoruba Union from me. but we chose not to for now. Well, even in between, they're not doing much, right? We have been doing a lot too, saving lives, adopting children, okay? The union have children that we actually like funding their education as you are watching this, okay? And I'm not talking about just education. I'm talking about the entire welfare. We have people that we have actually like, all of these reports are going to be given to the union members who have always been there for us as well, okay? Yes, we do not have much publicity on it lately. There's a reason for that. But thank you once again, Yomi Totu, for joining this morning, because I've always wanted to say this. We are doing it, and we only have just 3 months doing this. So it is also pretty much like going to be cost for me. Tell me, any conference organized that is not cost effective, like you will need money to get that done. I'm so proud of the likes of Totu, Princess, and a lot of others like that who have kind of put it upon ourselves to tax ourselves whenever we have to do something instead of going public all the time. We tax ourselves, we raise it between ourselves. And that's what I love about them. People who know that what we are doing is voluntary, okay? And it's our own little and small way of trying to change the trajectory that Nigeria has foisted on us. Now, I remember saying it to people back then that you may be laughing now, but you see, by the time the people really, really come together, they choose to. An ability to come together is right there within us, and we will kind of use it. Okay, I said, you may laugh at us now, you may laugh at people now, but you won't be laughing for long the moment the people gain their footing, and we will. Okay, so yeah, people can still laugh now, but you won't be laughing for long. This will be the premier, or sorry, the pioneer at the first. But you're going to hear more of it. By the time these people you see on here, by the time you kind of have to see them more physically, and they now have purposes that are so sort of personal to them, then you are likely not going to be laughing along for a long time. If you think those who wanted to have an independent Yoruba nation, they do not have the ability to make it happen, okay? So you can laugh now, but you won't be laughing for long, right? So I'll give you more updates, by the way, once we get to the point, okay? So we hope, I hope that before the end of April, we should have put all our apps together and make it more easier and clearer for everybody who is interested that might want to. So we are looking to probably roll out 50 tickets. Some said we should make it 100. Others are like, okay, you know what? Make it 50. And if more people are looking for the same ticket all over the world, I want to kind of, because, it's more than just the ticket for a lot. That's why I'm saying it now, okay? There are some of you who need to apply for a visa to come around. There are some of you that will actually just need to go and buy your ticket and come around. So you have 3 months. Indeed, if you are not going to remain the example of people I said, all of us come here all the time to say, we want people to do something. People need to do something. People need to rise. People need to stand up. And these people need to fight for themselves. And I did say, I said, listen, mistake we are making is, me, I want people to stand up. You want people to stand up. Otu want people to stand up. This one want people to stand up. Which people? Are we not supposed to be the people that should be standing up? So it simply means that you walk the talk. That's the idea, okay? So it is going to be a moment for you to put to test your faith, okay? As well as your faith on the conversations like this. You have to put it, now you have to put your faith to test, okay? You've got 3 months to meet other people like yourself from all over the world here in Glasgow. And you can be part of it. And it's more than, like I said, it's more than the ticketing. You're going to need hotel reservation if you don't have anybody to stay with, right? For that 2 days. Hotel reservation, you're going to need that. As for the, food and all that, we are looking into actually covering that. when it comes to, that's the part where the ticketing comes in, right? So if I pay, for example, let's say I pay £200 to attend the conference, all right? And that £200 covers my feeding, what do you call it? My feeding, my transportation from the, from the airport to the venue, from the venue back to the, I'm just saying, things that actually pay for things for you is factored into your ticketing. Then you can actually look at the rest of them and say, okay, what about my hotel? How much would that be? And all of that. So if you are coming, you have 3 months to plan that. We have just 1 month to make it happen and easier for every interested person to pick up their tickets. And ticketing is also going to help us maybe control the number of people there. And it would soon be just like our regular party that you know, it's serious, right? And you will get to know more when the time get close. I mean, when the time comes, okay? So I will meet with other leaders of the union, and everybody is buzzing, by the way. And somehow they're also worried that, are you sure we can do this within short time? And I'm like, yeah, we can. At least there's no harm in trying. So yeah, that's why I had to give you all of that option. Okay, please, if you have people you want to see, if you have people that you know that are indeed going to be very, very impactful in a gathering like that, okay, you suggest their names. We will give them follow-up. We will reach out to them, relate with them. We will tell them about our programs, especially the whole conference thing, and what is the goal, the intended goal for it. And then we'll see if they are also interested, and we'll put them on board. And that's going to also be part and parcel of what will determine the organization. Okay, and say, okay, what are the whole thing that this whole conference is going to be all about? We are working on that. You can help us too, right? Thank you. Anyway, talk to. I hope I have delivered your message, okay? Almost Igbo Christian. See, this is the time that if you really have any question for me, or you have something to say, this is the time you can call in. The number is going to be back on your screen, okay? So use that. Now I want to talk more on the issue of the electricity tariff. Not that I want to talk more per se, I want to know more, okay? My own research showed that 300% increase in your electricity tariff is actually a real rip-off. That somehow they are telling us that the access to power, like access to anything in Nigeria, is by class. Okay? So they have class A, class B. Do you use class? Sorry, if you are watching me from Nigeria, please tell me. What do you use in Nigeria? Like band. Yeah, band, not class, band. Well, it's pretty much like class. So band A customers in Nigeria, they are the customers who get 20 hours electricity. There is nowhere that they get or offer 24 hours electricity. The NARC told us, okay? So the first class, the top class people in Nigeria get 20 hours electricity. That explains it. Happy? Like no matter how rich you are, no matter how powerful you are, the most you can get is 20 hours. You know, you see, say we no be mates now. Me we be say, I know if we be millionaire, I know be thousandaire, I be 100-naire. 100-naire like me. I have access to 24 hours electricity. Your billionaires in Nigeria don't get access to 24 hours electricity. They don't. No, Maiyegun, they do. Oh, Benny, are you a billionaire? What band are you? Band Keniwo. Even in my area, Maiyegun, we're enjoying 14 hours. Band what is that one? Sorry, band in 14 hours. Anyway, I'll save you the energy. Okay. So band A is for billionaires, rich people, at 20 hours. So they said they are the ones that they have increased their own kilowatt of electricity by 300%. And then those are the people who are paying 66 Naira per kilowatt, and it's now 225 Naira per kilowatt. So those are the people who used to fund their electricity bill with 40,000. Now they will need 187,000. Okay. Somebody said he used 50,000. Magbele you, Papa, listen up. 50,000 Naira used to buy them 3,600 and something units of electricity that you can use for at least a month or more. I'm gonna. I already have a caller, but I'm going to finish what I am saying before I take that call. Okay. So 50,000 Naira will give you 3,600 units of electricity. Nobody said they will give you the power per se, but like, you know. And now 50,000 Naira is now going to give you 340 units. Yeah, you heard me right. Except if they are lying to me. Somebody went to his the same place he normally buys electricity. 300 and something units. And according to him, that is only going to last them for 2 days. For Waso. Another one said he used to, he used to buy electricity of 400,000 Naira. They used to give them a certain amount as well. But that same 400,000 Naira now is now giving them almost like 1/5 of what they used to get for the same 400,000 Naira. Then go to the doctor. Dr. Agbeke.
My son, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. You are doing a good
Doctor.
job. Excellent.
I don't want to call you incoming senator more since you have endorsed the other guy. I'm waiting for the time you are going to run for governor. Then I will say incoming again. Yes. Let's keep it at doctor.
Exactly.
Dr. Agbeke.
Exactly correct.
How are you, sir?
Yes, you are doing a good job. Excellent work you are doing. Now, about a couple of weeks or 1 month ago, I called. And you, my son, you recommended somebody, Osita one name, correct? Osita one, is it Osita one name?
Osita.
Yes. But that Osita, to me personally, maybe the man can still change, I don't know. He has not called. To me, it's not serious. It's not serious. Does it think maybe we are playing here? We're not playing. Eh? You, Maiyegun, you recommend it, okay, you see, and Fidelis Odita, he has already that was already, but Osita one name recommended by you. To me, does it think maybe we are playing here? No.
Did you try to reach out?
We are not playing.
Did you try at all to check on him and say after the link up?
I don't know, because you are the one that recommended him, but I don't know his contacts. I don't know his contacts. So that one, by the way.
That's just by the way. Okay.
So somebody. That one, by the way. Okay. Now, like father, like son, Thiefnubu, he has not because that 10.8 billion, that 10.8 million pounds that he paid cash to purchase that house in London. We are still investigating, and I told him that he should call that number once again, 1-800-225-5324. So he should not, yes, 1-800-225-5324.
I don't know if you have heard the latest. Maybe you should add that to your investigation, Dr. Agbede. They say that if
What's
you
the
want to
speaking?
see Thiefnubu, she collected $30,000 to see his father. But Yinka, the senior brother, that one they collect 10,000. So choose your own source or the door you are going to
Don't worry.
when you want to see the father. You have to see the son or the sons.
Okay.
Go and look into that. Okay,
They
it's 10,000.
Okay. They are just compounding the issue. They are compounding the issue. Compounding the issue. It's true. Leave them alone. They're compounding the issue. Yes, that will tell. But concerning that 2027, please let me reach out to that Osita one name, because you are the one that recommend him, and I can please so that something can go on very well. Please, God bless you.
God bless you too. That is Dr. Agbede, ladies and gentlemen. If I say I understood this recommended Osita, I am actually pretending. But he's Dr. Agbede, okay? He will probably sort of help me out at a later date, okay? But if Osita is here, and you remember I recommending you to the doctor, Dr. Agbede, please, you need to help me and help me, help me reach out to him so that things can go on smoothly. It's very important. One name. Thank you. Here is a one true emperor as well. This man will annoy you if he chooses to. So I just thought I should warn you ahead of time. One true emperor.
Sakpa Malekum, my brother.
Sakpa, brother. How are you today?
Today is a good day as usual. You know, it's Friday. So prepare for the weekend.
Your name is just that in the US, you know that. So which means that you have a bit of few hours to go. So not like us in the UK already around 4 p.m., almost 4 p.m. So people at work right now already taking off the socks from their shoes. They are bringing out other things like, oh man, Friday, I can't wait, 4:30, I'm leaving this place.
Yeah, exactly.
Friday, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Friday. As in, so let's get to it. Like, see, honestly, Maiyegun, I'm even surprised that you are even talking about this Bobrisky situation.
You know me now. I think for other things in there, while other people are busy with others. Because me, I am interested in I beg who be that person.
No, I don't. I get you. Like, honestly, I understand. Like, I understand why you are like talking about it. You are not looking at it from the surface level. You are trying to, really look into the charges. Yeah, I understand that you are not really talking about this Bobrisky thing like how others. But for me, the reason why I said I'm surprised you are talking about it is because this is not something to be talked about. Is it somebody like Bobrisky we should be taking serious with the whole situation that is happening in Nigeria? They are raping, kidnapping, pillaging, and murdering Nigerians by the hundreds every day. But Nigerians have energy to be thanking God that they've arrested Bobrisky. Do you see the reason why I call Nigerians slaves? Do you see why I call Nigerians conquered people? Like, bro, my social media, even Nigerians over here where I did, they talk about Bobrisky situation. I'm like, why is this energy when Thiefnubu got inaugurated as the president? Where was this energy when those children got kidnapped? Where was this energy when the governor said the children were a high spirit? But people have energy to thank God and be saying, thank you, EFCC, for doing a good job. So because EFCC arrested Bobrisky, EFCC is now doing a good job. You see, Nigerians are slaves. EFCC is now doing a good job. But Gandollar took a kickback of $5 million. Oduduwa, Emefiole, is destroying your Naira. But they arrested Bobrisky for mutilating the Naira. When the Naira is already dead, Michael, make I bust your brain this morning.
Try on.
make I bust your brain.
Go.
You know, say my mama called me yesterday.
Oh.
She hold 500 Naira note that was printed in April. Maiyegun, you said it yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday?
That people that they start every month. If you haven't seen the one,
Maiyegun, you said it. Maiyegun, you said, Maiyegun, this is just the 5th of April. My mother has already held 500 notes that was printed in April. Maiyegun, and Nigeria, do you see the reason why I get angry?
Do you know one of the conditions for they gave to them? It's all those what do you call all those bond, treasury bond they wrote for these American investors that they gave them $3 billion. One of the conditions is that they have stopped printing money. They actually told them that we stop printing money so that we can control the. But I know the
Maiyegun, this is the 5th of April. My mother has held 500 Naira notes that was printed in April. Maiyegun, the same thing that I told you in March, that my mother sent me 1,000 Naira notes that was printed in March, around 2nd week in March. These people are printing money like water. Like, you don't, like, Nigerians don't understand how these people are printing money. This is the 5th of April. People at Balogo Market are already holding the money now. But Nigerians have energy for Bobrisky. You know, sometimes, you know, I know that it cannot be well with Nigeria and Nigerians. I've accepted it. But sometimes I'm just thinking, like, with this whole Bobrisky situation, you know, I just sat back. I'm like, I wish Nigerians, like this energy that Nigerians are showing for Bobrisky right now, I wish we channel this energy towards the betterment of Nigeria and Nigerians. But I know it's imagination. I know that just the
imagination. Okay,
you understand?
You know,
like, so, I know.
See, one true emperor, right? I think our problem is the fact that we imagine too much. I don't think so, right? Because let me put it.
I know we imagine.
Like we can see what is happening, and a lot of us know that if a company is being mismanaged like this, it is going to pack up. It's going to fold up at the end of the day. And if a country is being managed like this, it is going to end badly. Okay, but somehow, some people still they use imagination. Like they need a good leader. They need one direction. They need one blah, blah, blah. And all those things they are imagining will fix Nigeria. So why won't imagination kill all of us? Especially those who are imagining this.
Yeah. Is it not, what was the story that came out the other day? See how many Labour Party lawmakers don't decamp go PDP.
Now 5 or 6 of them will go.
I mean 6 of them. No be Labour Party lawmakers where they shout Peter Obi. Should no be there where don't collect G of the how much.
You remember that guy? You remember that guy who ran away from Arraigned when they were asking him about budget and budget, and he was like, I just want to talk about Thanksgiving. Is a Labour Party senator, just so you know. You want to put me in trouble. They want to ask me about. You didn't know that the microphone is not off. He's saying it behind so that they want to put me in trouble.
Yeah, they don't put
me in trouble. I just want to talk about my Thanksgiving and how to
help my people. You say, but guess what? The obedience will now come and give me the stupid excuse that we are not Labour Party. No, we are obedient.
Hang on.
But they were the hold on, Maiyegun. They were the ones that
before you continue.
For Labour Party.
Hang on.
I have them there.
Okay, one sec, right? In fairness to them, they have been the one dragging these Labour Party senators most. I hardly see them defend. It's only one or two of them will be saying they should stop dragging them. Are they seeing the APC drag APC or PDP drag PDP? What is wrong with this obedience?
I agree with you.
You know, in fairness to them,
I agree with you. They are dragging them, but that does not impress me, honestly.
Right, I get that.
That does not impress me because I told you this before, Maiyegun. I don't care if they are dragging them. That does not impress me. We have seen what obedience in Edo states are doing. I won't go into that. I'll let Edo people talk about that. The election is coming up. I'll let Edo people talk about that because that is embarrassing. That is embarrassing.
Like,
that's very embarrassing. But let me talk about
it's so little that I wouldn't want to say something on that, but I have to that time. Like, man, I've seen dance of shame. That's different. That's like
serious dancing of shame, bro.
That one in Edo is a special one, right?
Very.
Well, again, move on. Go on, Baba.
So let's now go to Gandollar. Maiyegun, I'm going to be honest with you about Gandollar. Let me be honest with you about Gandollar. This whole thing that is going on in Kano State is another distraction. This is nothing new in Nigerian politics now. Should we be honest? Do you want me to give you an example?
That's right. Go on.
Let me give you an example. Obasanjo and his vice president, Atiku. Were they not exposing each other and talking nonsense?
And I say it seems like
Amechi and Wike.
Thing that we know about Atiku today that didn't come from what
Obasanjo
just told us. There's nothing we know about Obasanjo today, especially when it comes to all
that
of this.
Atiku,
from what Atiku told
that
us.
Atiku did not tell us. Exactly. Same thing with Amechi and Wike.
Yes.
Same thing with Obaseki and Shuaibu. So this is not new. We are talking about breaking up Nigeria to save lives. We are talking about putting an end to this level of kidnapping. Nigerians are dying like dogs every day, and people are giving energy to Bobrisky. Like, do you see how far we have fallen, Maiyegun? All these Dubai and Hong Kong and Korea that these Nigerians are carrying their money to go and be flexing. In the 90s, these countries came to Nigeria to beg us to help them develop their country. You know? UAE in 1992. I think Malaysia or Singapore somewhere in the late 80s. But now every Nigerian, they are going to Malaysia to sell their kidney to make money. Can you see how far we have fallen? The Malaysia came to Nigeria to come and learn about our palm oil market back in the days. I beg, where is Nigeria palm oil market? I beg,
Nigeria import egusi from China.
Imagine! Nigeria then used to be one of the highest palm oil exporters. And we are, not just a good...
industry, the palm oil industry should be multi-billion dollars.
Do you know how much Malaysia is making? Malaysia that came to us to learn the market. Go and find out how much they are making now. I'm not going to say it every year.
One of the world exporter of it now. Like, biggest.
Yes, now. They are making a killing from something that we taught them.
If you go to Apapa Wharf now, you see some containers. Inside there, you see jerry cans of red oil coming from China.
Yes, now. We
from China. Yes,
Maiyegun
in China.
Maiyegun.
There I saw
Nigerians are importing. Nigerians are importing as far as dry fish and toothpick.
Animorata did it from China, but I'm not joking.
I know now. I know. You're not lying.
From China, no,
you are not lying.
Come put China. This
one you are not lying.
The Nigerian customs.
You are not lying.
They say soup from China. Soup.
Maiyegun. You don't see the way they don't package eba and egusi soup.
Well, I haven't seen that one.
Important.
Okay.
Maiyegun.
But that way I saw egusi in sachet paper from China, impounded by custom.
Maiyegun.
Yeah.
Maiyegun, Nigeria is gone. These people don't understand how dead Nigeria is. That's the funny thing. They don't understand.
They say, don't say that.
Maiyegun, I have nothing to say.
Do you want me to say Nigeria is great when it's not?
Maiyegun, I have nothing to hate. Nigeria is showing me the evidence. This is the 5th of April, and my mother is already holding 500 Naira notes printed in April. Please tell me, how is that fair? How is that reasonable to the common man? And these people are saying we are hating. Like, do these people not understand what hyperinflation is?
They do not. You know, the same guy, the same Oduneye Mefiole, right, is making a policy that will now force the banks in Nigeria, okay, to keep 40 to 50% of their deposit with central bank. And according to him, it is to cut down the excess cash in the circulation by print.
But you are printing money and you want them to keep. I don't understand. You see,
you are saying you are mopping up the cash and reducing it. You okay? On the second hand,
but on that, you are printing money. What Nigeria needs to do, first of all, for that policy to work, that is, I know that policy is not going to work. But for that policy to work, at least stop printing money for like 1 year.
You get?
At least stop printing money for like 1 year. Just stop. No print money for like 1 year.
And use money for the one in your country in circulation.
Exactly.
And take control of it first. Okay? So that you can easily say, yeah, this one or that one, or you are the ones who like, you know how much of your money is in your circulation and in what hand, in which people's hand, right? You take control of that, but they are not interested in that. But they are printing so much money, right? Because they wanted to keep buying the dollars and reselling them cheaper and continue to put out that voodoo kind of economy that says everything is coming, dollar is coming.
I agree with what you are saying. Nigerians are going to be buying dollars for how much, but the politicians will be buying it for like 200 naira, 300 naira.
They will bear the remaining costs. That's one thing, okay? When they sell your dollar cheap, and it is not the dollars you earn from exports. Because we need to keep reminding people these things too, right?
We have to.
The dollars that they are spending to defend the Naira is not earned through exports. It's earned through borrowing, okay? So if you genuinely are doing so well enough to export enough to earn the dollars, and you decided to go and sell it cheaper, at least you can say you are wasting your chance. But how do you go and borrow money at a high rate? Come sell and cheaper so that you can look good to the people of your country.
But
the economy, they connect. You know, they don't connect at all. Bro.
See, the thing is, right? All these things that you just said, it all boils down to one thing. Nigeria is not a producing country.
At all.
We are not against borrowing. To the one Nigerian list and Abobaku. I am not against a country borrowing. America, they borrow money.
In fact,
UK, they borrow money. Borrowing is good. In fact, America has debt. There is no country that does not have debt. America has over, I think, 25 trillion in debt. But guess what? America is an exporting country.
We are talking about
that is why their currency is powerful.
Trillions of dollars in exports.
Every year. But Nigeria is borrowing money to defend the Naira. But you are not exporting. You import, and those shipping containers that come in, they leave Nigeria empty. And you want your economy to grow. So Oduneye Emefiole can say all those beautiful economics word salad. If Nigeria is not producing, Nigeria will not move forward. And Nigeria was not designed to produce. Exactly. See, they are not even maintaining poverty. They are putting more people into poverty.
Widening the gap.
More people are going into poverty day by day. The people that had, you always say it, the people that had money in 2015, shouting change. Say Baba, say Baba, say Baba. Where are they today? A lot of them are here in America.
Those exactly. They've lost their jobs. They are there in Nigeria.
Exactly.
And wondering what has happened to them. Baba, I've seen enough.
Michael, one of my guys called me the other day, right? This person that called me the other day, he know they call me. When he called me with the gist, whatever. This person called me and said that, bro, I haven't owned my big generator in almost 2 months now. I said, guy, why? He said, bro, Imagine spending over 200,000 naira a week in diesel. I can't maintain it. I can't maintain it again. And I said, so what are you going to do now? I said, bro, I've bought one small generator. I go to manage petrol.
Carry farm.
This is somebody, Maiyegun, this is somebody that has wife and kids.
There are many like that.
But before Maiyegun, before this guy, he will not allow him or his family to be in darkness. If it means say, yeah, exactly. If it means say, if it means saying go buy diesel, because of that, this guy bought me Kano.
Yeah.
And if they get diesel, I'm telling you, this guy made friends with one of the petrol manager.
If something no change quick, you see that small Jenny, he go use that one, take a whole body, call person will come buy the mechanic.
Maiyegun, show me that boss your brain. This my friend there. This my friend there is one of those people that said I was stupid for leaving Nigeria. That Nigeria has opportunity. Maiyegun, I promise you.
Those guys who are doing so well, I wonder why would I?
Maiyegun, Maiyegun, I promise you, he will start talking to me about leaving Nigeria. Don't worry. So, last, that in house when he build, he go sell and come meet me for here. Don't worry. Don't worry. I don't tell him
though. Maybe people when they listen to say no, it's what will happen.
I'm not wishing him bad.
It's going to happen. And he's a lucky guy. See, Emperor, he's a lucky guy. If that situation gets to that side, right, he has something to sell, right? A lot of people have sold all they have little by little. Now today, if they sell what is left with them, voila, they know if you buy one-way ticket, bus ticket to Togo.
Maiyegun, do you know what I mean by this guy was doing well? When I came to America newly,
you see,
this is somebody that sent me money from Nigeria.
See,
this is somebody that will call me.
I know this kind of people, Baba. Your friends,
this guy will call me.
Exchange rates,
bro. Are you? Maiyegun, this is type of somebody that will call me and even be checking up on me.
Say you did all right, Baba.
He will call me and be say because you know when you enter America, you know the type of
French,
So the guy go they call me, they check up on me. Sometimes he go tell me say, guy, no go work today. I go send you money. I say, right, you know, this is somebody that is telling me now that he cannot use his Kano generator again.
Before things get to that side.
This is somebody that cannot use his Kano generator again. And he has
how many of them also park their cars and they tell you, man, I just shared the car with madam now. It saves us money on petrol.
Bro, that one has been happening, I think, since Buhari's second term. A few people like that decided to have one car in the house. That one happened since 2019. So that one is not new, bro. That one has been happening since 2019. People,
I'll take another
because of extra money, they will sell off their other car. They will manage one car. Madam go use that, come pick me up. They'll go schedule.
To look like the children's school is a waste of money. There are better ones around the area, which is not bad. Instead of paying 10 million naira fees, there is 1 million naira own around here. So to them, it's still okay. There are some people who go to school of 100,000. Let them go to 1 million. But if care is not taken, how much see me?
Exactly. That is
what Nigeria is doing to a lot of people. Hard-working people, see, Emperor, hard-working people. People will say they just live their life. Nigeria has happened.
We don't wish them bad, though.
A lot of them.
But Nigeria, to people I even know, this thing is already hitting home. It's hitting home so bad.
Oh,
that is my friend. I'm telling you,
I want to talk about families that are
hitting home so bad
because of this whole thing we are talking about.
Don't let us go there. Don't let us go there. Don't let us go there.
Papa, mama, children living apart everywhere because of. I'll take another one.
Let me quickly give you one story before I go.
All right.
2022. This guy left his wife and 3 kids. As I'm speaking to you today, this guy don't move on with his life with one Americana.
See?
So you are right about Terry families.
I have testimonies. I want to start a program now. It's going to be the time I'm going to be staying in my office longer, okay? That program is going to be from 12 midnight or 1 a.m. So it's going to be like one-on-one with Maiyegun, where you can tell me, you can call in as an anonymous and share that story that possibly kept you awake at night, you know, artist stuff and all of that. People, they tell me things, one true emperor, that
my good, they happen.
The whole world supposed to hear it. I tell you, it's not just politics, so Baba. People, they tell me things.
It's not just politics.
And when they call it, tell me, they like say, you are just a political analyst, you are not a blogger. I say, no, okay. But this is interesting, though. I'll use your story to teach you. Go on.
My good, things they happen. Let's just leave it as that. When that program comes, even me too, I guess.
Into up the night, where people
check that one
anonymously.
Tell
me their stories.
I don't even need to be anonymous. I don't even need to be anonymous. I will tell people my story. You think say living Nigeria and coming to another country and starting a new is easy. The things we myself don't see.
You know what I mean?
My good,
so we need those stories to share them, you know, like slowly in the middle of that night or very late.
To encourage people now. To encourage people.
You know what I mean? Like people hear stories and be like, oh my God, I actually thought it was only me. So how did you handle them? How did you manage this or that? People will share them. We're going to have that on Maiyegun's political sometime.
Yeah, and people will get to encourage. Because people might be going through similar stuff as well.
People are going through a lot, Emperor. I'll tell you that one. I'll take another one. It's such a pleasure.
God bless.
This afternoon or morning.
Later, bro.
Nice one, man. Have a nice one, okay? So I have another caller on the line. That's one true Emperor there. Ladies and gentlemen. Well, here is another caller on the line. Hello.
Maiyegun.
Baba, how are you?
I really appreciate you. You're doing a great job. God bless you.
Thank you.
Maiyegun, my own contribution is, you see, I see that all these APC, you know what they are going to do?
Tell us.
They are already attacking Labour Party right now. And it's not only Labour Party that they will do. They will go, they know that what they are trying to do is every structure, institution that Obi used to get to push them so hard in that 2023, they are going to go for every bit of it. And they're already doing it. You see that Labour Party, if you look at it, you see the fingerprint and handwork of APC. And they will go for all these smaller parties. They will want to see that whatever he can use to come back in 2027, it will be hard for him. Even if they want to set up, I don't know about all this merger. The merger can succeed.
Yeah, they are pushing that on the side too. But you know,
if the merger succeeds,
Atiku always want to be the one to lead it.
Yes, Obi will not have a say in that place. So he needs to think outside of the box.
They may lure them until last hour, and they will just say, another person will now be their candidate. So Obi can just go and or back that person. You get what I mean? Like,
because
I've seen that happen before.
Yes, I've been thinking critically about these things. So I now said, okay, if APC is able to push Labour Party aside, destroy all these smaller parties, ensure that even if they merge, Obi doesn't get that ticket because they know that that is the only strong opponent they have right now. Every other one, they are not really any formidable anymore. Or any formidable opponent.
They to tell themselves that it's not a threat. He can never do this, boy. It's a lie. They sleep every day. They wake up every day. And I mean, if they do not talk about him, I don't think they actually have a normal day.
The thing is,
want you to believe that it's not a threat.
If somebody is not relevant, you don't like the last caller said. He said he doesn't know why Nigerians are talking about Bobrisky because it is irrelevant. We are talking about things that are at the front burner.
Yeah.
What is the major thing that is causing all of these problems in Nigeria? It is these terrible politicians. Let us even forget about all this secession, agitation, Yoruba nation, and all of these things. The major problem that Nigeria has right now is all these country kidnappers. That's what I call them. They have put Nigeria in a cage. They have choked Nigeria. They have taken away all the money, and they are still doing it right now. So the only person that they know that can push them to the wall is this person that is called Peter Obi. And one of the things that I have personally believe that they're going to do is they're going to destroy Labour Party. They're going to destroy those small parties. They are going to ensure that
itself is already destroyed as we speak.
Yes, they are going to go for all those smaller
was
parties.
Supposed to be riding on the game of last year, but they have blown it off as we speak.
That is the end of the APC for you. They are destroyers. They will make sure that they destroy everything. That's number one. Another thing Obi can do is Obi can decide to say, okay, if the merger doesn't favor him, he wants to register another party. That one, they are already waiting for him there.
You know, because they are the ones that will approve it anyway, Abi.
I can guarantee you they are already waiting for him. Now, the only opposition or the only person Obi can run to is AAC, Omoyele Sowore. You know, those ones, they are different bodies.
They should finally find a means of at least sitting together and talk. Right?
If everything fails, my own permutation is I don't know how it's going to work, but I don't think Sowore will see Obi as somebody he can work with. You know, Sowore is it has a different mindset. I know. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen,
for the sake of our listener, okay, I know a lot of people who believe that Sowore cannot work with Obi. But let us look at it this way. Sowore is a socialist, okay?
Yes.
Obi is a capitalist. And people like Sowore and the idea, they believe that, for example now, right? You look at this subsidy, for example.
Yes.
Sowore believes that this is the only viable or verifiable thing that Nigerians actually can say they are benefiting. Even though it's not much, they're still duping them all. But that could be the only thing the Nigerians can say, this is what we get from our government or any money that is out of our, of our country. So now, if you take that away, because according to you, the capitalist, Nigeria is going to go broke if Nigeria continues to pay it. But Nigeria won't go broke if you pay your friends and you fuel your private jet, you do all of this.
And your cronies.
So to Sowore, no, we cannot coexist when the comfort of the rich is paramount than the comfort of the poor or the majority. So, and that's this political ideology that could actually still work. If people, the reason why I say work is this, so Sowore wants election, he believes that he wants a different Nigeria, not this one.
Yes.
Obi believe in election, they want a different Nigeria, not this one. So that's how they have something in common. But people should know the reason why Sowore said he can't work with Obi is because Obi is a capitalist. He's part of the problem in Showore's book. Okay? Obi will always protect his friends. Sowore will jail them.
That is it.
You know what I mean? Like people who believe they are like economic saboteurs.
Yes.
But can they find a common ground? If
I
they
hope
both
they can.
believe another, right? Well, it's up to us. I mean, to you. Go on, Baba.
I hope they can, because if they can't, then APC has already succeeded. Because you see all these mergers. If you look at all these people shouting, this Arraigned, all of them putting themselves together in one meeting and talking, those ones they don't have anything to offer Nigerians. So let us deceive ourselves. So that is the first thing that APC will do. They will destroy Labour Party, destroy the smaller party, ensure Obi doesn't get to register any party, and they will feel like they have succeeded there. Number two instrument that they will go after, because as I'm watching the news now, I'm beginning to see some trends. I'm seeing that this APC will come for the churches. You just wait in 2027. They know the institutions that supported Obi in 2023. Those are the churches. They went there, galvanized.
They tried to label the church as anti-Islam or something like that. Like they are promoting religious. Meanwhile,
they did not have enough time. They did not have enough time in 2023. You understand? They were not prepared. It caught them unawares. Because it was like about 3 months. So they did not know that Obi could galvanize such support from the Christian fold. You understand what I'm saying? Now, what they are going to do is, if you look at what they are doing right now, APC is painting, they are coming up with one. Now they are beginning to bring some, what they will be doing is they will be getting some, I call them the mouthpiece of the oppressors. You begin to see them on TVs. You begin to see them on radios. They begin to come. They will tell you, what do you think about pastors that said, when you vote for Obi, when you support a candidate, you understand what I'm saying?
Begin to plant those doubts and begin to shape the trajectory.
They'll begin to shape the agenda.
To say, yeah, it's true. All these churches,
it's true.
They always,
how can the pastor support this? How can he have a candidate? How can he do this? Before you know, they begin to crawl into the heart of Nigerians.
Yeah. For example, saying this time around, people should want Obi. He should stop going to all these churches. All you churches, should stop welcoming him, because that's how you do it in 2023. We don't want religious war in this country. We don't want religious. So God helped us in 2023. Now we don't want 2027 going to church. You are right. And that's how they plant it. So if they'll say, see, he started again. See, they are sending him in church again. They have started again. You are right. But
because when they were doing their own Muslim ticket, Nigerians shouted, nobody listened. Because APC, they don't listen to people.
No.
You understand what I'm saying? Now they will do that one. They already, I have already seen them started already. I'm just laughing. I'm like, and Nigerians not paying attention. What are these people even thinking about? What is going on here? Can't you see I can see all the handwritings on the wall, and these people cannot see it. So easy. You know, the other day there's one preacher that went to TVC. This controversial preacher, I don't know what his name is. I don't know if you can remember.
That weary man from Murik.
Dabina or something. No, it's not even Murik.
What have you?
It's one that Abel Damina or something. I don't know his name. There's one prophet that is called Abel Damina. You can look him up.
Right.
He went to TVC recently, and he has been doing many interviews right now. I've seen him in Ghana. I've seen him in many places. That's why I said people cannot even see the handwriting of APC. They asked that man, "Oh, what do you think about all these pastors that are saying what do Nigerians expect if you have a doctor, Maiyegun? A doctor will build a hospital. That is, if you have a lawyer will build what is called his own what do they call them? Chamber.
Becomes a commission. You are right, sir.
It will be the chamber. An astronaut will build something in space.
That's right.
What do you expect a church to build? Are you expecting a church to go and be building what is it called? A church will build churches.
That's what it will build. You're right. Or anything associated. Associated with
Maiyegun, don't let us deceive ourselves. A woman will give birth to babies. A woman can produce, a man cannot produce. Church will produce church. Lion will produce lion.
That's right.
Baby, woman will produce boy and girl. So don't let us deceive ourselves. All these people that are just shouting that these churches don't know what they are doing, they have an argument. Well, I don't know how their board operates, but you don't expect a church to be building roads. That is not their primary function. No. That is the function of government.
That's right.
It is the duty of government to make policies.
That's right.
To ensure that everything can work together for good. But you see all of these people that are just shouting. How much do all these churches make? I'm not agitating for them, but I'm just saying that you don't expect.
You know where the church gets it wrong themselves, right? Which is why they will always take their badge, Baba, is that, a lot of us know that the problems we are facing, all these shortcomings and all that, we know people responsible. Well, you see where the churches make themselves, or let me say some churches, I won't say all of them, because we have seen outspoken churches who have spoken out correctly, right? But you see where people actually go to is when the church now serves as the stopgap between the people, their anger, and the government. So the church now stands as a stopgap, and they have played so well to calm the people so much that, well, instead of them to get busy and go after the criminals, right? They were busy praying that God should change the situation. That's where we got some of them in. But you are right. We have others too who actually speaks out. But it is not the business of the church to build road for anybody. It's not the church. I mean, the job of the church to provide security for anybody. It is that of the government. But we know why that of Nigeria is a bit
people have equated the work, the job, the primary assignment of government. They are taking it to institutions. No, it doesn't work like that.
Churches, even to individuals. But I've had people who are asking me. I was talking about, what I do here all the time. I've had people who have come here and asked me, what have I done? How many roads have I constructed for my people? How many people have I sent to school? What have I done?
What are the mouthpiece of APC?
One day I was talking about electricity. Another person was like, but what have you done about the electricity for your people? I was like, what should I do?
What is your business with electricity?
That's not my job. Well, I get what you mean, Baba. Go on.
It's not your job. I was telling my wife yesterday that I live in the US. I said, just imagine all these people that are just going to Plateau to kill people anyhow. I told my wife, do you know how many guns is between this Houston area or this Richmond area? So you will just wake up and you say you're a terrorist. You just go from
and start shooting. No, you won't go far.
You won't go far.
Nobody cares about the kind of guns you have. You can have machine guns, okay? But you won't go far.
If I want to buy my gun now, I just go to the store, I give them my ID, I do what? I take my gun, I put it inside my house.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for anybody that wants to come to my door. You understand what I'm saying?
There are actually people who say they know they take hear sound of gun. They go grab theirs. They don't want to know where it's coming from. The first thing is to grab their and look out.
The other day, my neighbor said he opened his garage and somebody was passing. So he just entered into the garage and tried to steal something. When the boy came out, the person ran away. Because the person that is coming to steal knows that this is America.
Yes.
The person coming out can have a gun.
So you have to be very careful. Even the police that is authorized to carry gun in America, once they come to your house, they will not.
They have to be very careful.
Ma'am, do you have a gun on you? No. Do you have a gun in your car? No. Do you have a gun in the house? Yes. Where in the house? You say, I have a gun on the kitchen.
They ask you questions.
Anywhere else in the house? Is there anywhere else you have another weapon? They will keep asking so that you know go surprise them anyhow. You know, go surprise them. Say, police, this one are police, not terrorists, or armed robber. But Nigeria doesn't have that, and we will never.
About 300 motorbikes will come to a town. They will overrun the town because they have guns. They have what they can use to overrun them. And the government is saying, oh, pray to God, don't defend yourself. The army will protect you. All this nonsense has to stop. If the terrorists know that these people, they are armed, they will think twice before going there. Some people will argue that
they are afraid that we could use the gun on ourselves. So they are worried that citizens will use the gun on themselves, but they are not worried that terrorists are actually carrying about automatic rifles, military grade weapons.
Policing has gone beyond ordinary police. That is what Nigeria is analog. They are not thinking critically. Nigeria has about 400,000 policemen. The population of Nigeria is about 200 and something million people. If you match one policeman with all these VIPs and everything, by the time you take about 200,000 away, remain 200,000 policemen to cover the whole of 200 million Nigerians. How is that going to work? So they are just deceiving themselves. Nigeria has to take some drastic measures when it comes to security. Nobody will bring their money to Nigeria to a place where $1 will be 1,500 tomorrow or 1,400 tomorrow. They are not producing anything. Nothing is working there. Even the people that say they have 10 million naira in their account, by the time they convert their money to dollar, they will see that they don't have more than maybe $5,000 or $6,000. And even $6,000 in the US, I don't think you can pay your rent for 4 months or 3 months. So what are we now saying?
How do you survive in such an environment where you are?
How do you survive in such an environment? It's an environment that has no job, no good minimum wage. Minimum wage is 30,000.
The economy being balanced there is that as we are talking right now, it will take a hit by the next few hours, and you are not guaranteed of what's going to happen tomorrow.
If you look at the statistics, Maiyegun, let me shock you now. If you look at the statistics of poor people in Nigeria, if you bring out 100%, I can tell you that 95% of Nigerians are poor.
No doubt. Because you know what the world, United Nations, whatever said about poverty. Okay, in Nigeria, more than 99% of people they are poor, living in poverty.
They are poor.
But they are poor. Nigerians are so poor, sir, that the only thing they have is money. They have the money, but anything else they do not have, and that is why you see them so interested in stealing billions, but they have no idea what to do with it than to buy cars.
They don't have any idea
to buy private jets, to buy houses somewhere, or things that just make them feel like, yeah, I have money. And that's why I said that Nigerians are so poor that the only thing they have is money, sir. So again, you have no electricity, you have no access to standard healthcare, no access to affordable standard education. Okay, child mortality rate is high. Okay, we have children. Over 80% of children in Nigeria are living in a multi-dimensional poverty, sir. 80%. That's scary. Okay, children. So who is now describing or defining poverty here or arguing with that figure when the majority of the country lives in darkness? All right. So please, who is disputing that figure that 90% of Nigerians are actually living in poverty? Even you,
they are living in poverty.
10 Camry, you are poor.
Yes. Because you look at all this APC now. What is the name of this useless man that talks for Thiefnubu? The one that will come out and
the
one that used to talk rubbish on social media like this.
Oh, that's Ezibida Bayo Onoga.
Thank you. He will come out and begin to talk nonsense now. That the statistics that Maiyegun said is not good, this one, and they don't have any evidence. See, if you want to talk, you talk with evidence. You get what I'm saying?
Everything, if you argue about everything in this life, right? You can't argue against facts.
But you can't argue with evidence.
No.
If police want to catch you now, they have strong evidence against the person.
And once they have you are not escaping.
You are not escaping. But Nigeria will just come out with one useless, they will say, the central bank is this. No. Give us hard evidence that Thiefnubu is working. Give us hard evidence that Nigeria is making progress.
How do we know that? Something we can trace. Something we can trace.
Yes, we can see. The other day, the U.S. Federal Reserve was talking. People were listening. The man said, immigration, people that came into America, they were like in their thousands and in their millions. And when we started putting these people to work, we saw that the economy grew to about 3.5%. That is what we are talking about. People are not working.
Something measurable.
Measurable.
If you go down, you can check. That is what we call progress. Don't be say, I promise
Nigeria doesn't have any data analytics that we can say, okay, in January, February, March, April, May, this is the trend.
But no, their own is that I promise you hope. Hope is here.
Yes.
Just don't worry about the rest. If the figures are
they don't worry about data. How can you be in 21st century and you don't have data?
No.
You don't know how many children is being born today, how many boys, how many girls, how many people are in school, how many people are out of school, how many people don't have a job. This country is very, very backward. They don't have data for anything. They will just tell you to go and register for this one. They don't even have. I don't even know whether they even have where they are even storing their data
pool. I'll be anywhere they put all those
data.
Nothing.
Right now, all organizations in the world have gone to cloud. Nigeria is still backward, looking for go and be queuing. How can you be queuing for passport, queuing for driver license? Before you do your driver license, you have to know somebody that knows somebody. All these things have to stop. These people are so backward, and the people that we are even. If I'm to look, one day I look at my account, and my wife said, "Do you know how much you have sent to Nigeria in this year?" I said, "What are you talking about?" I went back to check the app that I used to send money.
Right.
I said, man, what is going on? What is going on in this country? And it's not just
when I said something that a lot of us who are outside, right, who usually think it's none of our business sometimes, right? But a lot of us have now realized that as the inflation is biting them in Nigeria, it's biting us too.
Yeah,
even if the inflation in your own country where you stay is coming down, that one going on in Nigeria is already eating into your finance. Baba, if everybody go back and just go and check what they have spent, compared to what you used to send to your own loved ones 2 years ago. You will see it. You will see the difference so clearly, and you will stop deceiving yourself.
Too much.
You know what I mean? Like, it's none of my business. I'm only trying to say something here. It's everybody's business. It affects all of us.
Yes, it affects everybody.
Let us speak
I'm just tired. Let me just make my last contribution. The last one will be that Obi should watch out. That's my advice for Peter Obi. When you are in the midst of hyenas, you have to be very, very wary. Right now, I know that they know that they cannot find something on him, but they are already cooking something for him.
You can bet.
They are cooking something for him. And he has to be extremely, extremely cautious. Every step that he will take, every move that he will make, he has to use the eye of the eagle. If he doesn't use that, APC will just find something on him.
News here.
They will just nail him to the cross like they nailed Jesus.
Because me,
Thank you so much.
I told people, I said, this obedience, Obi and all of them, they are like their karma. By the end of the day, if they are not properly managed, and this is encouraging them to manage obedience. No, I'm talking about the criminals in Nigeria. If they do not manage this situation of disobedience carefully, it is going to be the Achilles heel for this establishment. If this
the establishment is not giving up,
if they ever get mishandled by the establishment in Nigeria,
I used to liken them, the obedience and the APC. I liken them to Pharaoh and the children of Israel. They will never give up.
They are not showing any sign of giving up. So let's see.
They will not.
Giving up now. I'm even feeling sorry for APC, Thiefnubu and the rest. If they do not manage this very carefully, right?
Yeah.
If it gets out of hand, it will be what you call their own albatross. And I love it. That's why I will keep promoting.
We'll wait and see how the drama pans out
on this platform, Baba. Thank you so
much.
Thank
you so much, Maiyegun.
I
appreciate you.
Okay,
Thank you.
Regards to everyone, all right? That's a good one there. I'm going to take a break. My break is to say we've had fun again this afternoon, but we're going to have a detailed chat later this evening, okay? Save the energy, save the time. For now, a lot of people are yet to get used to this change of time, okay? So a lot of you who knows, set your time. 7 p.m. is 7 p.m. 8 p.m. this evening, or 8 p.m. every evening is 8 p.m. UK time, 8 p.m. Niger time. Our time is now the same. So do not wait for 1 hour later before you join. Don't wait till 9 p.m. before you join Maiyegun. 8 p.m. is 8 p.m. now, okay? But for the time being, we do not have so many crowds yet. A lot of people don't even know. But you that do know, set your notification. Join me at 8, okay? And you're likely going to be speaking to me like after an hour and a half of my presentation tonight. You can be the next talking, okay? Let me use this as a break and I will be back later this evening. Garba Live, my dear Celia, I will see you later. Take it easy and good afternoon.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary IBD number 1. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary IBD number 1. Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Maiyegun Diary IBD number 1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun Diary IBD number 1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun Diary IBD number 1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary IBD number 1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun Diary IBD number 1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary IBD number 1. Maiyegun Diary political. Maiyegun Diary IBD number 1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun Diary IBD number 1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o. kẹgbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu.
Maiyegun Diary na you be number one.
Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun Diary na you be number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti jọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.